So in this video I want to show you how to do object-oriented programming, and that's basically when you want to create your own objects. So say let's take an example. So keyboard reader would be an object, and basically um, when you create that object in your main class down here, um, you can use that object in your program. So what you want to do is actually create your own object so you could do stuff your way. And to do that, we have five things here that can help you create that. So the first thing is private variables. That's basically the same variables you create in your main class file, but these variables are private, unlike the ones in the main method, which are public. And the private variables can't be accessed by the user. And then the next thing is the constructor. This basically creates the object, the default object, or whichever way you want. Modifier lets you modify the object. So if you want to say change a name in your program, you have like a database and you just want to change a name of one element in your database, then you can use modifiers for that. Accessors are just to access the information. You can't change it, and it doesn't have like a modifiers don't have a return. Accessors return something, but you can't actually modify it. And toString is basically printing out your constructor. So let's get started. So I'm just going to create a very simple um, object here, private, um, let's say string. So I'm going to create a pet, say a virtual pet. So if I do string name, and then create another for age, so int age, private, let's say um, string color. So let's just do these three, and then in our constructor all we have to do is just write public, basically right there, public, and then don't put class because class encompasses everything in your program, and we just need the name of the program. So OOP, object oriented programming. And in your constructor you can assign values to these variables. You can do that up here too, but this is basically like a default thing that we're doing. So for default we want the name to be name equals to parentheses up there. The name will be equal to say cat. It's very basic, I guess. The age will be 2, and the color will be black. And then to create an object that the user can create and is not like a default, so all you have to do is just go up here, OOP, and in the parentheses here you're just going to declare the variables you're going to use. So we have a string, so string, you can name it anything you want. I'm just going to name it A. And then we have an integer, so int B. And then we have another string, so string C. You don't have to use all of these. You can just use 1, 2, but I'm just going to use all of these. And so name is going to be equal to A. The age will be B, and then the color will be C. And for your modifiers, I'm just going to let the user change the age, I guess. And so all you want to do is just same thing, public. And since we're modifying, we're actually sending in something, sending an input into the program. We want to use the variable that we're changing. So we're changing a string value. Did I say the name or age? I think I said age. So I'm going to change the age. So I'm just going to name it change age, and then in here I'm just going to do int a. It doesn't matter that it's the same thing because we're starting a new parameter here, and all we have to do is just type in the age is equal to a, right? So when the user inputs some parameter here, say they input 5, this int a, this variable a, will become a 5 and age will be equal to 5. So for an accessor, all you have to do is public void, since we're only returning something, and I'm just going to name it get age, and all we're going to do for this is just return age. And for the toString method, this is basically like it prints out something. So all we're going to do is just public string, since it is a string, toString, and all we're going to do is return some thing. So I'm just going to create it right now. So the name of the pet, so name plus is, so your pet, the name of the pet is age, years old, and is, and then we're just going to put the color. And when the user does system.out.println the name of the object, which is OOP, it'll just print out this toString right here. So in the next video, I'll show you how to create the object in your main method down here, right there, and we're actually going to do stuff with the object, and we might create more modifiers and accessors. So yeah, see ya.